What's up, man? It's the Bronco at the Frog coming at you with another reaction video. Hey, best player in each club's history, selected by AI. Let's go ahead and see what the composite AI says. For the best player in each club history, go subscribe to More Than Football. Get them to 5,000 subscribers. Let's see what goes on.
5 AIs to choose the greatest.
Let's see if I can predict every greatest player of each club's history right.
Player in the history of each club, based only on what they achieve with the team. Let's start with the AI's decision. And we
only with what they achieve with the team. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and predict right now. Ajax, I'm not sure. Arsenal, I'm gonna guess Thierry Henry. Atleti, I don't know. Bayern, I'm gonna guess like Arjen Robben or something. Oh, Johan Cruyff, yeah, Johan Cruyff, Ajax. We got Thierry Henry, Arsenal. I don't know about Atleti, Bayern, maybe. Bayern got a long storied history. It could be like somebody old school, but I'm going to just say like Arjen Robben or something. You know what I'm saying? Chelsea, is it Didier? Lona, Messi. Inter, is it like, what y'all got for Inter? You know, my Serie A not as not really up there. It could be that defender who won Ballon d'Or. Didn't he play for Inter? And I'm pretty sure he won a whole bunch with them too. Cannavaro, whatever the hell. Juve, with what they achieved with the club, it ain't gonna be Naldo. Liverpool has a long storied history. You know how that go. I don't know who they gonna say for Liverpool. City. Damn, who they gonna say for City too? We gonna see what AI say. We got United. They gonna say KDB? Yeah, probably. We got United. We got AC Milan. Maybe AC Milan is like Pirlo or something. Steve Gerrard or Scholes for Liverpool. We'll see what AI say. We got Roma. We got Paris Saint-Germain. And then we got Real Madrid.
AI's decision. And we begin with Ajax. Many names could come up here. Frank Rijkaard, Marco van Basten, or Dennis Bergkamp. But for
no father?
The choice was clear. Johan Cruyff.
Oh.
He led Ajax to 3 straight European Cups.
The father.
The architect of total football who transformed the game.
Yeah, man.
On top of that, he won several league titles and domestic cups, played 329 matches, scored 257 goals, and delivered more than 170 assists.
He's a dog.
Without a doubt, an icon of the club. ChatGPT agreed, followed by Lidshot, Gemini, and DeepSeek.
Grok, Gemini,
Johan
DeepSeek.
Cruyff is the AI
Everybody
as
said
the
Johan.
greatest player in Ajax's history. Now let's move on to
Gunner
Arsenal.
boy.
The French AI chose Thierry Henry, the club's all-time top scorer with 228
French
goals
AI, so
in
the other ones disagreed.
377 matches. No one has ever scored more for Arsenal. He won 4 Premier League Golden Boots, a record he shares with Alan Shearer.
Yep.
For years, he was the most feared player in English football. He won 2 Premier Leagues and 3 FA Cups. He was the key figure in the Invincibles of 2003 to 2004.
Yes, sir.
That team didn't lose a single match that season. Clearly a legend of the club. And this time, all the AIs agreed.
Okay,
Thierry
boy.
Henry takes
I'm
the crown
say,
as
okay,
Arsenal's
who else
greatest
they,
ever player.
Who y'all think is like second for Arsenal? Who else would who would be the runner-up for greatest in Arsenal history? Ian Wright, tight shit. He talks soccer. Niggas said y'all soccer.
We move on to Atletico de Madrid. And Gemini chose Luis Aragonés.
Luis Aragonés.
He wasn't just a great player.
Throwback.
His impact on the club is unmatched.
Luis Aragonés.
As a footballer, he scored 172 goals in 372 matches. And for decades was the club's all-time top scorer. He won 3 Copa del Rey titles and 1 league.
Guaranteed he about 22 in his picture too, by the way.
As a player, and was decisive in the historic 1974 European Cup final, where he scored against Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
But what truly elevates him to legend status is that he also became the most important coach in the club's history. He managed Atleti in several different stages, won another league title from the bench, and turned into a symbol. But ChatGPT had another name, Fernando Torres. Without a doubt, one of the most beloved.
Really? Fernando Torres? Atleti's greatest player? Best player?
Torres. Without a doubt, one of the most beloved and representative players in Atletico de Madrid's history. But his case is different from that of Luis Aragonés. Torres wasn't the most successful, nor the all-time top scorer, nor the one with the longest career at the club. But what makes him an absolute legend is what he represents. He made his debut for Atleti when the club was in the second division, carried the shirt through the darkest years, became an idol as a teenager, and always made it clear that his heart was rojiblanco.
He says so.
Even when he was shining at Liverpool or lifting the Champions League with Chelsea. When he returned in 2015, it wasn't to win trophies. It was to close a circle, to give back to the club what it had given him. He scored more than 100...
Remember, he said it wasn't to win trophies, but the criteria at the beginning said club success.
20 goals for Atleti, played over 400 matches, and was captain, emblem, and leader. The rest of the AI sided with Gemini and went with Luis
I'm going with
Aragonés.
old school.
He is the one who takes the place as Atletico de Madrid's greatest ever player. Let's go with a German giant, Bayern Munich. Without a doubt, this club has legendary names. Beckenbauer, Müller, Robben, Neuer, or Lewandowski. Any of them could win. ChatGPT chose Franz Beckenbauer. Captain of Bayern during their golden era in the 70s. He won 3 consecutive European Cups, 4 Bundesliga titles, and 4
consecutive
European Cups, 4 Bundesliga titles, and 4 German Cups. He had elegance, vision, and leadership. He was the one in command on the pitch. Elon Musk's AI voted for Gerd Müller, the greatest goal scorer in Bayern's history.
I'm not mad at you.
566 goals in 607 matches. Ballon d'Or winner in 1970. But the rest of the AIs were clear. Franz Beckenbauer. The German takes the spot as the greatest player in the club's history.
See, Chelsea,
now we move
gotta
to
be
England.
D-Deer, right?
Let's talk about Chelsea. And here there are many legends. Terry, Drogba, Cech, or Hazard. But Grok was firm. Frank Lampard. He was the face of Chelsea for almost 2 decades. He played 648 matches and scored 200 assists for almost 2 decades. Grok was firm. Frank Lampard. From midfield. He won 3 Premier Leagues, 1 Champions League, 1 Europa League, and 4 FA Cups.
That nigga won.
He was the brain of the team. He did it all. Without a doubt, he deserves the spot. And ChatGPT, LeChat, Gemini,
everybody did Lampard.
Disagree.
Okay, shout out Lampard.
Frank Lampard takes the crown as the greatest player in Chelsea's history. And now we come to a club that has seen countless stars pass through. Barcelona, Maradona, Ronaldo Nazario, Cruyff, Xavi, Iniesta, and Ronaldinho, just to name a few. But here the decision was unanimous. Lionel Messi received every single vote, and no one is surprised. 778 matches and 672 goals. Both historic club records. He won 35 trophies, 10 La Ligas, 7 Copa del Rey, 4 Champions Leagues, 3 Club World Cups, among others. He also won 7 Ballon d'Or awards during his time at Barcelona. He finished as La Liga's top scorer in 8 seasons. His legacy is so massive that there is a Barcelona before him and a Barcelona after him. Messi takes the spot as the greatest player in the club's history, without a doubt. Let's continue with Inter Milan. And here, many names could be considered: Zanetti, Giuseppe Meazza, Ronaldo, Milito. But for Grok, the best was Giuseppe Meazza. The first great idol of Inter and one of the greatest footballers in the world during the 1930s.
I told you Inter was going to be one of those super duper old school players.
His impact was so great that the stadium where both Inter and Milan play carries his name. He played over 400 matches for Inter, scoring 284 goals, making him the club's all-time top scorer. He won 3 Italian championships and became a World Cup champion with Italy in 1934 and 1938, even though that doesn't directly affect his legacy at the club. But it shows the greatness he represented for the Italian people. But ChatGPT had another name, Javier Zanetti, the symbol of modern Inter. He played more than 800 matches for the club, double the appearances of Meazza. I don't think I've heard of bro. He was captain for over a decade and was present in every major title from the 1990s up to the 2010 treble. He won 5 Serie A titles, 4 Coppa Italia, 1 Champions League, 1 Club World Cup, among others. And here's where it gets interesting. The French AI sided with Grok and voted for Meazza. But Google's AI backed ChatGPT and gave its vote to
they
Zanetti.
split down the middle.
Everything came down to the Chinese AI, who voted for Giuseppe Meazza.
Hey.
He is the one who takes the title as Inter Milan's greatest ever player.
Let's see Juve.
We stay in Italy, but this time with Juventus. The French AI voted for Alessandro Del Piero. He did it all with Juventus. He played 19 seasons, scored 290 goals, and provided more than 100 assists. becoming both the club's all-time top scorer and the player with the most appearances in its history. He won 6 Serie A titles, 1 Champions League, 1 Intercontinental Cup, and most importantly, he stayed when the club was relegated to Serie B in 2006.
I still can't believe that.
Of course, names like Gianluigi Buffon, Platini, or even Baggio could have appeared here.
Baggio? I thought they hated Baggio, right?
Gianluigi Buffon, Platini, or even Baggio could have appeared here. But the rest of the AIs
ain't even
also
bring up
voted
now,
for
though.
him. Alessandro Del Piero takes the title as the greatest player in Juventus history. Now let's move to an English team, Liverpool. And if the decision for the previous club was unanimous, this one was no different because all the AIs voted for the same player, Steven Gerrard.
Steve Gerrard.
Because he embodied Liverpool for almost 2 decades. He played 710 matches, scored 185 goals, and most importantly, he was always there. Even when others left, even when the club wasn't winning league titles. He won 2 FA Cups, 3 League Cups, a Super Cup, and a Champions League in 2005.
Yeah, man.
Where he was the protagonist of the greatest comeback in a Champions League final in Istanbul. That night, they were losing 3-0 to Milan, and Gerrard scored the 3-1, pushed the team forward, and lifted Liverpool towards glory. He wasn't the most technical nor the top scorer, but he was the ultimate leader.
He showed up.
That generation would not have won anything.
Showed
we
up.
moved to Manchester, and first up is City. Grok went with Kevin De Bruyne.
Kevin De Bruyne.
More than 100 assists
My
in the Premier League.
Player.
An essential part of Guardiola's City. 6 Premier League titles, 2 FA Cups, and a key figure in the 2023 treble. Without a doubt, he could have been the choice. But for ChatGPT, the pick had to be Kun Aguero.
I was just finna say, are they finna say Aguero?
10 seasons at City with a total of 390 matches and 260 goals. The club's all-time top scorer. He won 5 Premier League,
Name a City player in the 2000s.
and 1
Going
FA
to my head,
Cup.
Micah Richards.
And he scored probably the most important goal
Was
in
that
the club's
2000s
history
or was it
in
early
2012,
2010s?
In the 93rd minute. The goal that gave City their first Premier League in 44 years. LeChat, Gemini, and DeepSeek all agreed with ChatGPT and voted for Kun Aguero, making him the one to take the title of Manchester City's greatest ever player.
Y'all agree? Hold on, do y'all agree? With the AI, Aguero over Kevin De Bruyne? Y'all don't goofy ad take? No, KDB all day. All right, just checking. You said Micah Richards, huh? Did Micah Richards not play for them in the thousands? Or was he early 2010s? Because he asked me to name a City player in the thousands. He said, yeah, but that's a lame name.
Move to Manchester United. Another historic club full of
United.
stars. Beckham, Rooney, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yep.
But the French AI had a clear vote. George Best.
George Best.
With Manchester United,
that
George
shirt
Best
like
won
Santa
6
Claus.
trophies, including the European Cup in 1968. And he was awarded the
cute
Ballon
trophy.
d'Or that same year.
Aw.
He was a key figure in
That
the
nigga
team,
look like
known for
Aragon
his
from Lord of the
skill,
Rings.
speed, and
Look at that nigga.
spectacular.
Look at that nigga. Tell me George Best don't look like Aragorn. My mom.
Goals.
What the hell?
Gemini thought differently.
What the hell?
Bobby Charlton.
Oh, Bobby
He was
Charlton, we're
a United
intricate.
legend. He played 758 matches for the club, scoring 249 goals, which made him the all-time top scorer for many years. He's now second, surpassed by Wayne Rooney. He was a cornerstone in the club's history, winning 3 league titles and a European Cup in 1968. He also survived the Munich air disaster in 1958.
This is nuts that he did
in which
that.
many of his teammates tragically died.
Yeah, that's
But neither of these two on the in which
How many
many
of
of
these
his
people you think
teammates
died?
tragically.
Damn, nigga was on a plane crash scene. His teammates died on some Anthony Joshua shit, except it was like 10 of them.
Died. But neither of these two won the vote, because the rest of the AIs went for Ryan Giggs.
Ryan Giggs.
Nobody played more matches or won more titles.
I ain't
with
seen
the
nobody
club.
in the chat say Giggs.
He spent his entire career at United from 1990
Ryan
to
Giggs.
2014.
He said, "Oh fuck no."
24 seasons.
I even not tripping. You know. I don't want to. I wasn't finna say Ryan Giggs. What the? But I don't know. But I ain't even.
He played 963 matches, scored 168 goals, and provided 247 assists.
Ryan Giggs. Who is
He
his
won it
equivalent
all.
to today's
13 Premier League titles, 2 champions.
today's football? Who is Ryan Giggs equivalent? He ain't even just got to be on United either. Hard question. He said soccer. No, I don't know about that. That nigga said soccer.
Leagues, 4 FA Cups, 3 League Cups,
Y'all ain't
1
funny.
Club World Cup, among others.
What about like Carvajal or something? I see he won a lot of. He looked like a fullback to me. He not a fullback just off of his goal scoring stats. But you know Carvajal has won a lot of trophies too. I'm just saying he listed his stat. Oh, he a midfielder. Okay, midfielder. How about Pedri or something? You think so? Nah, them London boys gonna get mad, bro. You already know that. The London boys gonna attack your ass.
A midfielder, he played alongside legends,
Oh, he
and he
just
was
said it.
always important. A well-deserved title as Manchester United's greatest ever player. And now we move on to Milan. Gemini didn't hesitate and voted for Paolo Maldini. He was Milan for 25 years.
Yup.
Debuted in 1985 and retired in 2009. He played 902 official matches, all with Milan. He was captain for more than a decade and the absolute symbol of their defense. He won 7 Serie A titles, 1 Coppa Italia, 5 Champions Leagues, 5 European Super Cups, among others. He started as a left back and later became a center back. Intelligent, clean, elegant. And here, of course, names like Franco Baresi, captain before Maldini with 719 matches for Milan, could appear. Or Marco van Basten, Kaká, even Andrea Pirlo. But the rest of the AIs didn't vote differently. All of them
Everybody
chose
said
Paolo
Maldini. Shout out Maldini.
He takes the crown as the greatest player in the club's history.
Let's see Roma.
And now we're down to just
Let's
3
see if y'all
teams.
really know ball. Who y'all got for Roma? If y'all really know ball. Totti?
Go with Roma.
Okay.
And honestly, there wasn't much debate here. For Grok and ChatGPT, the one who deserved this title was Francesco Totti, the soul of Roma for his entire career. He played 25 seasons from 1992 to 2017, all with the same club. He appeared in 786 official matches and scored 307 goals. He is both the all-time top scorer and the player with the most appearances in Roma's history. He could have gone to giants like Real Madrid, but he chose to stay and become a legend at home. Yes, he only won 1 Serie A, 2 Coppa Italia, and 2 Italian Super Cups. But staying home despite everything is what makes him worthy of this place. And the rest of the AIs agreed.
I thought that was going to disagree. So Kuz with the Ray. What's up with it, baby?
In Roma's history.
Potty.
We travel to France and continue with PSG.
But Mbappe not the one who won the champion with them boys. But I feel like with them dudes who won the Champions League, I feel like it's too early to say somebody like Dembele or to say Dembele, period.
Decision was much closer. ChatGPT and Gemini voted for Kylian Mbappe. The club's all-time top scorer with 256 goals. He led PSG to their first ever Champions League final in 2020 and was the team's biggest star for 7 seasons.
Yeah.
He won 5 League One titles and 3 French Cups. He was League One's top scorer in 6 different seasons. Of course, other names could be mentioned here. Ronaldinho, Neymar, and Edinson Cavani. But Grok and Lachat voted for Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Zlatan,
he was the one who changed the club.
Y'all said Zlatan was going to get slid in here.
Grok and Lachat voted for Zlatan Ibrahimovic. He was the one who changed the club's status.
Okay.
When he arrived in 2012, PSG already had money, but they still weren't respected as a true
They already
giant.
had money.
Zlatan put them on the map. In just 4 seasons, 156 goals in 180 matches, 61 assists, and 12 trophies.
You need to say Zlatan out of your top 3.
4 league titles, 3 league
Who
cups,
gonna be the
2 French
tiebreaker
cups,
for the
and 3
Chinese
French
AI?
Super Cups. Clearly, he also deserved the spot, but the final decision was up to DeepSeek, and it voted for Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Damn.
Zlatan
over Kylian Mbappe. For Paris Saint-Germain, greatest player of all time.
is the greatest player in PSG's history. And now we're down to the last club. Let's go with Real Madrid.
Real Madrid.
Grok quickly voted for Alfredo Di Stefano.
Who y'all got? Where my CR7 boys at? Grok voted for Di Stefano.
5 European Cups, 8 La Ligas, he transformed the club into a global giant. He scored 308 goals in 396 matches. Without a doubt, he marked an entire era at the club. That's why Gemini supported this decision, giving him its vote as well.
Gemini agree with him. Let's see these last 3, man. Let's see the last 3. It sound like a debate to me. Sound like a debate to me.
But ChatGPT went for Cristiano Ronaldo. 9 seasons at the club, 131 assists, and 451 goals in 438 matches.
Yeah.
The all-time top scorer of Real Madrid,
Run it back.
51 goals, 9 seasons at the club, 131 assists, and 451 goals in 438 matches.
451 goals in 438 matches.
The all-time top scorer of Real Madrid. He won 4 Champions Leagues,
gotta be
3
Naldo.
European
No
Super
way
Cups,
it's not
2 La
Naldo.
Ligas, 2 Copa del Rey, among other trophies. He was the main figure behind all 4 Champions League triumphs and finished as the top scorer of the competition 6 seasons in a row. Lee Chat backed this decision, and once
Lee
again,
Chat.
DeepSeek had
All
to
right.
choose. And it went with Cristiano Ronaldo.
Here you go.
And that completes the list of the greatest players in the history of each of these teams.
Everybody clap it
Leave
up.
a like on the video and subscribe.
Best
so you
player
don't
in
miss
each
anything.
club's history,
See you in
selected
the
by
next video
AI. This was
with More
actually a
Than
fun
Football.
video. Interesting video. Shout out More Than Football. Get him to 5,000 subscribers right there, man. Hey, catch y'all boys. Hello.